And we are back, but this time we'll be reacting to some Dokkan takes. Maybe some of them will be hot, maybe some of them will be cold, but let's get right into it. The first take is that the Blue Boys, the Vegeta Blue unit, this unit's design is one of the best in the game. And honestly, I will say this, I disagree with this. I do like the unit, I am a fan of the unit, but the design is not one of the best in the game. Now, their design isn't as bad as some people say, that's for sure, but their design is certainly not one of the best in the game, considering the fact that you can have turns where they can get destroyed by normals. Once their guard wears away, if you can't transform, this unit is a complete zero. And I think because of that, their design is not one of the best in the game. For example, Bulma's got better design, Gohan's got better design, Merge Zamasu's got better design, the GT Duo have better design, Orange Piccolo has better design, Piccolo Jr.'s got better design, you can argue God Goku's got better design, in fact I would argue that, and then just a lot of these units just have better design, and if you're not in the top 5 designs of the game, I don't think you have one of the best designs in the game, if that makes sense. Anyway, moving on. Next, he's talking about God Goku, and the point that he's making here is that God Goku, you can still make an argument that he is the second best TUR in the game, just below Ma Jr. And not only would I make that argument, that is my argument, I do think God Goku is the second best TUR in the game, just behind Piccolo Jr., who is number 1. Super Trunks' celebration is the overall worst celebration in the history of the game. I'm not gonna comment on that basically because I don't know, so I'll move on. Physical Zamasu is trash, I agree, but my Int Mai is much better than STR Mai as well, I do agree with that. Easy A Int Mai is way better than STR Mai in my opinion, but to be fair though, for me I do get lucky most of the time with Int Mai, so that might be why I like that unit. Very boring to use, animations are neat. I mean, it's hard for me to really argue with that, because that just comes down to opinion. Me personally, I like the unit, but if you don't, I can't really say much. The point of this tweet is that LR Cooler is still a decent unit, and yeah, I mean the unit can get destroyed in the new difficult content, make no mistake about it, but overall the unit is still okay, I'll give you that, but I do stand by the fact that this unit can easily get caught. One of the coolest units aesthetically and actually fun to use. Mate, how do I report people on Twitter? Because this is a tweet that deserves to be reported. This was by far the worst moment in the history of Dokkan. I don't care what nice things you have to say about this. You are wrong. I don't care if what you're saying makes sense. You are wrong. Moving on. Anyway, let's go to this one. This unit is very misunderstood by the community. No, he's not. The unit is just not that impressive. He is a fumble, and I don't care what no one says. He is definitely the fumble that people make him out to be, because he just is. I'm not a fan of the unit. Even with the celebration, he's been made better. But I watched the Truth's video, and this guy did not perform well. I'm just saying. He's not awful, let's just be honest, but he's really not that good. Should have been the part 2 LR of Raditz' celebration instead of the copy and paste LR we got. I mean, sure, I don't really care. It's not really a hot take, it's just an opinion. The point of this tweet is that people basically latch onto a flaw of a unit and then they can no longer like that unit, which is not a good way to look at it, because the game is all about RNG. And I don't entirely agree with this, and the reason for that is because a lot of the units in the game are not as RNG dependent as these units over here. So I can understand why people are not big fans of these units, because these guys you have to get really lucky, whereas with something like the GT Duo or Orange Piccolo or Bulma or Future Gohan, you're not really relying on luck so much, because those units are just so busted anyway. I mean, I can see what you're saying, so I'm not going to criticize you too much there. So let's go to these hot takes now. Dokkan needs to make the hero units better. That is not a hot take. That is just facts. Dokkan does need to make the hero units better, or as a minimum, less restricted. I definitely agree with that. Also, if they fumble her, I will be very upset. Well, I don't even know who she is, so we're moving on. The point of this tweet over here is that Dokkan Fests of lesser used characters is good for the game. Do I agree with that? Honestly, I don't really care. If Dokkan wants to give lesser hype characters Dokkan Fests, go right ahead. Just don't do them for the major celebrations, and I don't really have an issue with that. The new year should be Demon King Piccolo versus Kid Goku. I'm not gonna lie, I'm down for that. And a Demon King Piccolo is something that would go hard in Dokkan, specifically right now, to go alongside Piccolo Jr. That would be a sick rotation. There will never be another Raditz, and if there is, God help us all. I don't think they would give us that much power creep ever again. I think they realized that this guy gave us way too much power creep, and I don't think they want to repeat that mistake. Maybe I'll eat my words, I suppose. Time will tell. This unit isn't the most forgettable unit ever, I disagree. This unit is pretty forgettable, because if we remember it for being so forgettable, then is it really that forgettable? There's too much philosophy here. Take it and run away. I don't care about your philosophy. This unit is forgettable. Dokkan should give us a Dokkan Fest launch. I mean, sure. I'm not asking for it, and if we get it, I don't care. I'm not hyped, but sure. This guy needs to be good, I agree. One of these upcoming Easy A's, specifically the villain units, they have to be good. In particular, one of the Goku Black units. If one of the Goku Black units Easy A's are very good, then that is exactly what Dokkan needs right now. Mwah, voila, perfection. That would be great for the game. This Easy A I am looking forward to. Fair? I mean, sure, everyone has their personal preferences. I really think they should make a Dokkan Fest of launch. You already said that. Moving on. Android 21 would be very beneficial in Dokkan as a Dokkan Fest, sure. I don't care, but sure. The point that he's making with this tweet is that STR Vegito's Easy A is probably going to be bad. I strongly disagree for two reasons. Number one, he's got damage reduction for free, and usually units with damage reduction, with their Easy A's, they are pretty good. That's number one. And number two, he's a Dokkan Fest LR, and Dokkan Fest LRs usually get pretty good Easy A's, so I'm actually optimistic about this guy. To say that he's probably going to be bad, I think you're wrong. He could be bad, but I don't think it's reasonable to expect him to be bad. I think it's more reasonable to expect him to be good upon his Easy A. Mai is worthy of a Dokkan Fest exclusive. I don't think she's worthy of it. Like, I don't think launch is worthy of it, but if they get it, I don't care. Like, I really don't care. I'm not going to be against it so much. Let's do a quick subscriber challenge. If you guys agree with me and disagree with this guy, that the Easy A of STR Super Vegito, like if you agree with me that he will be good, most likely, then you have to subscribe, because that is the challenge. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then do subscribe, especially if you just failed that challenge, because that is indeed the challenge. Also, do leave a like and comment, because those things do help out. With that said, thanks for watching, and I shall see you guys next time. Ta-ta, adios, bye-bye.